We did it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Sweat Club. For those of you who aren't here live, I hope you're having an amazing holiday weekend. I know that there are lots of you out adventuring in different parts of the country or just enjoying where you're from. If you're in the Midwest, you're probably on a lake. So great work. Let's get started. Today's class is going to be, I think, a little bit different than some of the more recent ones. I want to do something a little bit slower, a little more mindful. Because this is the sweat club, yes, we still will sweat. I promise. I made that vow to you. So let's get started. All right, come to your mat. And today, let's do Shavasana to begin. It's probably one of my favorite ways to start. And I think it's a nice way to lay down in a relaxed position, right? But become really aware of your body. So just fully recline. Allow your arms to come out to the side. And then if you can, try to lift your back up and slide your shoulder blades down your back. A nice little adjustment to kind of make it feel longer in the neck. Then allow your toes to fall out. Heels will stay in. Maybe you wiggle your legs for a little bit in order to invite true stillness into your body. And then take a breath in. Open mouth exhale. Let it go. Close your mouth. And just bring your awareness to your breath. Today's class is all about balance, not just about balancing postures, but more about the yin and the yang, the balance that we need in order to live our lives. So let's start class in the yin. Where can you allow your body to surrender more fully? And if you think you're not holding tension, I guarantee there's a muscle that could let it go. So check in with your jaw, your shoulders, your glutes. And allow yourself to truly revel in this posture of surrender. Breath in, breath out. Deepen your breath. Draw the air down to your bottom or the bottom of your lungs and feel your belly button expand towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, diaphragm pulls up and in, pushing out any remaining air in your lungs as you exhale. Take a few of these on your own and imagine your breath like a giant balloon. Your lungs expanding out in all directions. And your diaphragm contracting, pulling the breath in. If your mind starts to wander, just take note of that and then come back to the breath. For the beginning of class, I want you to keep this expansive breathing that you're doing because we are going to start slowly. So as you move through these first few postures, imagine that you're moving through honey. Breath in and a breath out. Another breath in. And then remember, we're moving through honey. So flip your palms down so they touch the ground. Press all 10 fingers into the ground. Feel your abdomen slightly engage as you draw your right knee up towards your chest. Slow. Then take your right hand and grab for either the outside of your right leg, so your calf, or maybe you can reach all the way up and grab for the foot and come to half happy baby. If the left leg extended is too much for you, just slide the left foot up by your left glute. And we're in this kind of half hip opening pose. So pull the knee down towards the side of your shoulder, your tricep. And then once you've found what your pose looks like, I'd like you to come to complete stillness. So commit to holding this posture exactly as it is and continue that wave of deep, long breath. If you've practiced yin with me before, you might notice we're actually doing a bit of a yin start today because in this theme of balance, for a lot of us, yin is challenging, meaning stillness, right? So notice if it's hard for you to stay without moving, or what kind of thoughts tend to crop up. If there are thoughts about your body, thinking you want to move, stay a bit longer. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Stay where you are. Another breath in. And then if your hand is on your foot, slide it down from your thigh. And eventually you'll place the right foot on the ground next to your left or extend the right leg long next to your left. Moving towards our other side of happy baby. So release the right palm on the ground, draw the left knee up in towards the chest. No rush. Remember, think honey. Then you can take your hand and reach for the outside of either that calf or the foot and come to half happy baby on the left side. And it's okay to wiggle for a little bit, right? Find that the wiggling that you need in order to feel comfortable as you can get. And then commit to stillness. Focusing on the balloon of breath. For the longest time, yin was a very challenging practice for me because I am very much yang. There's a reason I lead the sweat club, right? But these moments of stillness, these practices that ground us, have so much that they can give us, teach us, and most importantly, help regulate our nervous system, our thoughts, our emotions. If your mind wanders, come back to the breath. Commit to staying still for just a little longer. Inhale. Exhale, and you'll hold. Next inhale, you can start to release your grip, slide the hand down the leg, eventually place the left foot on the ground next to your butt, and then slide the right foot up if it's not there to meet it. So we're coming to our bridge pose. Palms on the ground by your sides. And then let's take a bridge. Inhale, lift the hips up, not too high. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hips come high. One more time. Keep the connection of all 10 fingers on the ground, palms on the ground, right? Exhale, lower down. Draw the left knee in towards the chest, then the right knee. No hands. So hands will stay firmly on the ground to start. Keep the left knee in, reach the right foot high. There can be a slight bend if you like in the leg. Option one is to do this with hands on the ground. Option two will be to take the calf or the thigh for extra support if that feels good. Look at your right toe. So pick your version. Look at your right toe and do a super slow ankle roll. And I mean so slow, so slow in one direction. Should take you at least a full cycle of breath. And then take it the other direction. So when we balance in yoga, we start at the feet, right? These are our babies, our base. So taking time to warm them up today and be mindful, take it the opposite direction again. And remember, clicking and clacking is good. It's normal. Moving through the ankle, it's okay if they make noise. And then again, opposite direction. Point the toe towards the sky. Flex the foot towards your face. Again, point the foot towards the sky. Flex towards your face. Hold with the foot flexed, breath in. Exhale, point. Draw the right knee into the chest, both hands back down by your side. So remember, you're welcome to do hands or no hands as we move into the left side. Reach the left foot towards the sky. So either hands down or up. I'm going to do it without hands because it takes more control for me to stare at my foot and try not to move my leg, which I like. All right, take it really slow, one direction. And you might find it's like a little bit easier to roll one ankle than the other. Nice and slow, and then take it the opposite direction. For me, I'm realizing one ankle is easier to control than the other, that's for sure. All right, back. Nice and slow, being aware of maybe areas of limitation. It's kind of a brain challenge too. And then back, opposite direction. Now point the toe towards the ceiling, take a breath in. Exhale, flex the foot towards your face. As much as you can, you should feel that calf fire up. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Last time, point. Inhale. And then draw the knee into the chest as you exhale. Lift your shoulders up, reach your hands forward. And now we've got the knees towards the forehead, pointing the toes. Okay, couple options. Option one, stay here in this cool little egg shape because you look like an awesome egg, right? Option two, just slightly start to straighten the legs towards the ceiling. Option three, you can go all the way as high as you can get them and continue to reach the hands. Now, whatever you've chosen, reach your palms as far as you can get them forward and then just start to gently pulse through the hands. Right? So this is yang. We're moving into yang. But today in class, I promise we'll have a good balance of both yin and yang, and I want you to notice how you feel. What emotions come to the surface when we move through these stronger practices versus these softening practices? There's no right or wrong answer. Keep pulsing. Lift the feet higher. 3, if they're up. 2, and 1. Release the head and neck. Draw the knees into the chest. Breath in, no hands. And out. Hands come behind the thighs, and let's rock and roll to a seat. Take a couple rock and rolls. I don't know why, but I really love rocking and rolling. I think because it massages the whole spine, right? And it's fun, let's admit it. Take one more. All right, and then come back up to a seat. This time, let's take a wide-legged seat, not like super crazy wide, just somewhere in the middle wide, right? Then reach with your hands, scoop out the flesh from under your butt. Sit nice and tall. You might notice that you're like, this isn't working for me, Madison. So you can lean back, point the fingers forward, like you're on the beach if you're having trouble kind of finding that. Otherwise, try to bring yourself up. Flex your feet back towards your body and then turn over to the left. So turn to the left side, place your hands on the ground if you can. If you can't, you're going to be looking like this. So your belly button should be turned towards that left leg, right? Great. Pick your choice. Then look at your foot. Your toes are curled back. Press into the hands. Can you try to just lift the foot slightly and release it down? If you're back here, it's going to be a little bit easier. Lift the foot slightly, release it down. If you're over here, keep going with me. It's going to be a lot harder. Lift the foot slightly, put it down. Just warming up. One more lift up and down. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist, and then find your version of the pose. So we're either back here, chilling on the beach, or we're forward, or maybe we're all the way here, because the more you close the angle, the more challenging it is, right? So find something that works for you. Take a breath in. Lift it up. Exhale down. Faster breath, right? Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Maybe for the last one, you adjust and come forward a little. I don't know, maybe you do. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Great. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, walk your hands forward, but roll your shoulders back. So sometimes when we go into this fold, you'll notice we round through the spine. Ideally, I want the shoulders back and the chest pulling forward, which means you might be here, but you're finding this open heart spine. If you have the mobility, you can start to lean forward, but still, I want the shoulders back. Curl the toes. Once again, I'm going to keep using this cue because I want you to remember the toes are trying to glue themselves to the sides of your body. Press your heels out, right? A bit more of an active wide-legged forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, walk your hands up. And then kick your feet over to the side. Come to tabletop pose. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. I find a lot of people without cat and cow don't feel complete in their yoga practice. And a lot of that is because they just really want to move their spine, right? So today we are going to move our spines together, but a bit more slowly. So round through your spine. Imagine, have your cat pose, tuck your pelvis, right? And hold your cat for a second. So see how rounded you can get through the upper spine, tuck the chin, and then we'll move to cow, but I want you to start, and you've done these before with a spinal wave, start with the pelvis only. So the pelvis will tilt towards the sky first. Then the low back will drop down. Then the mid back. Then the shoulders will roll back, and the last thing to come up will be your head. And if you were like, what? That's fine. We're working on it, right? Teamwork. So take a breath in your cow pose. And then let's move in reverse, starting with the pelvis again. So tuck your pelvis first. Low back will round. Then the mid back, but remember your shoulders are still in cow pose. And then eventually round the shoulders forward, drop the head, and we're back in cat. Inhale to center, even spine. Exhale, tuck around, come to cat pose. One more, starting with the pelvis. So tilt the pelvis first, then drop the low back, mid back, upper back, head raises high. Moving with the pelvis to come out, tuck the pelvis first, then round through the low spine, mid, upper, eventually tuck the chin and head, and we're back in cat pose. Inhale, back to center. Walk your hands a handprint forward, curl your toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. So find your down dog, and if down dog is too much for you, reminder that tabletop, especially in this class about yin and yang, tabletop is always here. So instead of down dog, you can do your tabletop. Whatever you've chosen, I want you to take this moment to become aware of your body. And you might be like, well, what does that mean, Madison? I mean, I want you to just take small, subtle movements and check in with every area of your body. So maybe you lift your fingertips, lift your toes, wiggle your feet. Invite curiosity, right? Into what your body's trying to tell you today. Inhale, come forward to plank, but bend your knees so you hover. So knees are hovered over the mat, just about an inch. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank, knees hover, listen carefully. I want you to lift your butt towards the sky. So tilt your pelvis towards the sky as much as you can. Imagine like we're in our cow pose, right? Then start to lift your butt up. So butt up, hands push, drop the head, keep the knees bent for as long as you can, and then straighten the legs as much as is comfortable back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, tiptoe. So first tiptoe, we talked about last week, all the weight in the hands, right? Pulling the belly button up and in, press into the knuckles, and then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit your butt back, take your arms wide, press yourself all the way to standing, palms come above your head, look high. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then by your sides, Tadasana. Breath in and out. Come to center, both feet together, and then take your hands and clasp them together at your heart. Shift your weight. I know we're moving fast in this balancing thing, but I want you to try this. Shift your weight over into your left foot and close your eyes. So shift the weight, your eyes are shut, right? We already feel challenged somewhat. Now try to lift your right heel. Notice what it feels like to attempt to balance without our vision, right? Maybe you try to lift the right big toe ever so slightly and just see what muscles in the ankle need to work. Maybe this is like, no way am I balancing with my eyes closed, but give it a shot. Come in and out. And then replace your right foot on the ground, both feet together. Inhale, blink your eyes open. And exhale, let's close them again. So shut the eyes down, shift your weight over into your right foot. Now lift the left heel. Notice how your balance changes just with the heel lifted. And then try to lift the left big toe. And you might be like, oh, Madison, no, don't lift it too high. I don't want you to like fall over and hurt yourself, but a little lift is good. Take a little baby lift and see. Work with the balance for 3, 2, 1. Both feet back together, hands by your sides. Blink your eyes open, Tadasana. Great work. Inhale, sweep the hands high, press the palms, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend in the knees, plant the hands and step the right foot back. So right knee off the mat to start, right hands on the ground. Sink down into the hips first. So you should feel this big stretch on the right hip flexor, right? And then you're invited to either stay up or lower the knee down. And instead of coming up into Anjaneyasana today, we're going to stay low. So in this low version of this posture, you are invited to either keep the hands on the ground, right? Knee down. Keep the hands on the ground, knee up, or knee down with hands here on the knee, This would be crazy. I don't recommend this, but you're welcome to try it because we're going to hold for a little bit. Moving back to this yin, which actually I tend to find makes me sweat. So you might actually sweat in the stillness. Shut your eyes down. Take a breath in and surrender through that right hip in particular. Can you allow it to sink down towards the ground? And then imagine the bellows of breath, right? Commit to stillness without moving. Breath in and out. Blink the eyes back open. Curl the toe under, lift the back leg up if it's not, and then step yourself forward, forward fold, and be like, oh my gosh, what a difference, right? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit your butt back, come to chair pose, biceps by the ears, fingertips reach high. Now, as always, you're invited to have legs separate or legs together. What do I care about? The only thing I care about is because I'm not watching you. I can't see. This is probably your chair. When your chair could be, there. So sink it down. Pretend I'm there being like, hey, hey. And then squeeze through the legs, draw them inwards. Squeeze through the glutes. If I came around and poked you in the butt, what would your butt feel like? Rock hard. Breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, bend in the knees, and this time we step the right foot. Wait, no, left foot. We don't want to do the same leg twice. Left foot back, and then option to stay here for a little bit. So I'd like you to keep the knee up off the mat for a second. Try to feel the hips sink down. Maybe wiggling helps you deal with this experience, right? Helps you process this experience. And then you're welcome to lower the back knee down, uncurl, and just try to press that left hip forward. So option 1 is here. Option 2 is this version. Option 3 up here. Or if you like and you're a crazy psycho and you want to hold this for a minute, by all means, go for it. I'm not. Because today is about the yin. Breath in and out. If you notice yourself finding this practice or these moments of stillness challenging or even frustrating, just be aware of that. Where can you surrender to this pose and also to this moment, these sensations? Inhale. Exhale. Curl the back foot under, press yourself up, and then step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. First plank of the day. Can you believe it? I can't. We're like well into class and we haven't done a plank yet. So what does that mean, guys? That means because can you have yin and yang at the same time? Are we going to yin and yang plank pose? Yes, we are. So surrender in your face. Come to stillness in your plank. Draw your core inwards. Push your heels back. You got it. Take a breath in. Remember your yin. Exhale, hug the elbows in, knees up or knees down, lower down. 3, 2, 1. Let's just come to baby cobra. Lift the shoulders up. Exhale, lower down. Again, baby cobra, lift up. Exhale, lower. Lift up even higher. Stay here, try to lift the hands, hug the elbows together. One more breath. Try and sip extra air as you lift higher. Exhale, lower down. Curl the toes under. Hug the elbows in, press up plank or tabletop. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And a breath out. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, rock it forward, right knee to right tricep. Yeah, we're there. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, just sweep the foot all the way through, spin the back heel down, and come on up, warrior two. So take a moment to set up your warrior two. Look back at your back foot, ideally parallel with the back of your mat or at a 45-degree angle. Then once you sink down, check in at your right knee. Can you push the right knee out to the side? Then at the same time, we externally rotate this left thigh. Now, instead of extending out, I'd like you to take your right hand, put it to the inside of the right knee, and push the knee into the hand and the hand into the knee. Extend the left hand back, gaze forward. So it's kind of like a half warrior two. The benefit here is that you should feel the inside of the right thigh firing up as you push the hand into the knee into the hand. This is one of those situations where I always like do it super hard because I'm like, if I do it really hard, they will too. So guys, push for me. Make all this sweat that I'm experiencing worth it and hold for 3, 2, 1. Extend back, warrior two. Inhale, hold. Exhale, side angle. So tick-tock forward and then bring either the elbow to the knee or the hand down to the ground on the inside of the foot, and then reach the arm up and over. So I want one long line from the back foot to the tip of that left hand. If you have the elbow on the knee, push into the elbow so you keep the shoulder away from the ear. Then try to sink the hips down, and remember, widen the right knee out to the side. So many cues, I know. So much happening. But you are strong. And if your hand is down on the ground, same thing. Don't let the head fall into the shoulder. Keep the shoulder away from the head as you reach for 3, 2, 1. Okay, A team, as strong as we can be in the bottom leg, we'll lift up. Oh, warrior two. Exhale, sweep the hands down, frame the foot, step back to plank. But remember, maybe you push, lift first, and then step back. Knees up or knees down. Let's lower down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog if you're feeling it. Exhale, we all lower down together because we love push-ups, right? Curl the toes under. Inhale, press up, plank or tabletop. Exhale back, downward facing dog, moving to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, sweep it all the way through. Find your low lunge. Spin the back foot down, and we come up to set up our warrior two. So side two first, we check on the back foot, either parallel with the back of the mat or 45 degrees. Then externally rotate this thigh, right? So roll it out, sink down. Look at the front knee. Can you push that knee out to the left while still feeling strong? Okay, here we go. Left hand to the inside of that knee, sink down. Extend back through the right, gaze forward. Now, push the knee into the hand into the knee. Straight through your right leg. So if it's starting to bend, straighten it and find that press in the hand, knee, hand. Then we hold and breathe. If you're creeping up, Sink it back down. There you go. For 3. Push a little harder because you can. For 2. And 1. Warrior 2. Inhale, come forward, but then extended side angle. So either elbow to the knee or hand to the inside. You'll sweep the hand forward and up. So we've got one long line from the fingertip all the way to the back of your right heel. Then, if you're noticing the shoulder, remember, shrugging to the ear, push into the elbow, shoulder moves away because you're strong. And if you like, and you've been with the elbow on the knee for a bit, you can drop the hand down, maybe gaze to the sky. And then envision that bellow of breath, that giant balloon. And you ride the breath through this posture as you sink the hips a little lower for 3, 2, 1. Power up in the bottom legs first, right? And then we lift up to warrior 2 without straining through that front leg. You don't need to. I know you don't. Breath in. Exhale. Sweep the hands down. Frame the foot. I know. And then step back to plank pose. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down. Press up to your knees and then take your knees wide, toes together, sit back, child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, surrender. In this moment, I'd like you to try and recall the most recent time you truly relaxed, you truly surrendered, turned off your mind, your to-do list, and did something totally for you. Maybe that's easy. If so, fantastic. Or maybe it's a little more challenging. Ask yourself, when was the last time my mind and body truly felt at ease? Breath in and out. Inhale, lift yourself up, tabletop pose. Exhale, curl the toes under, walk the hands back, and come to my personal favorite, our broken toe pose. I used to teach this every class, so the fact that I'm not is me being charitable, right? So ideally, find the weight in the glutes, sit on the heels. If this is a lot, you can just come here. And then you come back. And then you come here and back, because this is another one of our yin poses. So commit to stillness. You can do anything for a minute. That's what I tell my students, right? Hands come to the top of the thighs. Close the eyes. You'll notice we've had a lot of love for the feet today, right? Building towards our balancing posture. Because in order to balance in anything in life, we need to prepare. We need to feel strong, awake, warmed up. Sit with it. You're almost there. Breath in and out. One more, I promise. Breath in. And exhale, walk your hands forward, untuck the toes, tap the feet on the ground, nice and firm. Say hello to your downstairs neighbor if you've got one. And then curl the toes back under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look between your hands, bend in the knees, tiptoe forward, top of the mat, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, sit your butt back, come to chair pose, round 2. This time, let's all take the knees together if it feels okay. If it feels weird on your ankles, you can have a bit of a space between the feet, but ideally nice and glued. And then remember my cue from last time. If you're at home and you're like, Madison, I'm doing chair. Great. If that's what you need today, fine. But if you're just like slacking off because you wanna, come back down here with me. We'll be in it together. Great. Now, find that strength, right? Strengthen the legs. Super good. Hands can come to heart center this time. Clasp the fist. We have this irradiation we've discussed, right? This engaging through the hands, the arms to create more strength in the lower body. Shift your weight over into your left foot. Lift your right toes. Now put the toes down, lift the heel. You'll notice the knee slides up, that's fine. Heel down, toes lift. Keep the leg nice and low. I creeped up too, it's okay. Toes down, heel up. Last time, heel down, toes up. Then maybe you try to lift the entire foot and you've got your one-legged chair and your legs like, this is easy. We could do this all day for 3, 2, 1. Back to chair. Stay low. Breath in. Exhale, switch it over, opposite side. Okay, how do we start? We start by just lifting the toes and maybe recalibrating in our chair. It's funny how it creeps up. We don't even know it does it. Then toes down, heel up. Heel down, toes up. Try and keep as much weight as you can into the right leg. Toes down, heel up. Heel down, toes up. And now all toes down. Maybe lift the entire foot. One-legged chair. Take it a little lower. Squeeze and hold. Maybe smile for 3, for 2. Squeeze the hands for 1. Both feet down. Stay low. Inhale up. Reach the hands high. Take the feet out wide and come to our like star pose, I think this is called, and just move your hips, body, everything side to side, and rejoice that you're not in chair anymore. Feet back together, hands by your sides, Tadasana. Breath in and out. Another breath in and out. All right, quick flow between our next standing pose to continue with our yang. Inhale, sweep the hands high, look high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. You know what to do. Lower down, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, kick it back down. Curl the toes under, press up as you inhale. Exhale back, down dog. Breath in and out. Inhale, look between your hands. Tiptoe to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, press up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now, take your feet about hip width distance apart. Round 2 of eyes closed. This time, however, before we start this balancing, I want you to look around your room. Take a mental note of what the room literally looks like, because I'm going to ask you to imagine the room itself with your eyes closed and see how this changes the experience. You might be like, it didn't help my balance at all, but maybe you might have tricked your mind into thinking that you did. So take a mental picture, right? Hands can come however you like that you'll feel like they'll be able to help you balance. Then close your eyes. Before we move, imagine your room. And then in this imagination, can you find a point to stare at that will help you maintain your balance? Shift your weight into your left foot when you think you've found a point, and then lift the right foot up off the mat. Doesn't have to be high, doesn't have to be low. Knee could come all the way up to the chest if you're feeling strong, but remember, focus on this mental image, right? If you come out, come back in. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Hands by your sides. Blink your eyes back open. You get to take another photo. And find that thing, right? Maybe you find it now and you're like, ooh, that picture or that plant or that thing is going to be my drishti, my point of focus. So find that. Then shift your weight over into your right foot. Close your eyes. Mental picture. Sorry, I should have told you to do picture first. So before you even shift, let's find the picture. What does your room look like? What are you looking at? Then shift the weight over into your right foot. Find your balance. I like to imagine gecko toes or frog toes stuck suction to your mat, right? And then lift the left foot up or left knee up and find your balance. And just remember, if you're falling, every time you fall, your muscles are working. They're trying new little things. So it's okay to fall and wiggle and wobble and challenge yourself because that is how we learn. Almost there for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Hands by your sides. Tadasana. Blink your eyes back open. Hard, huh? Breath in. And out. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Press the palms above the head. Exhale, sweep the hands to the low back. Point the fingers down and press the heel of your hand down into your low spine. So find that press of the hands. Then just like we did before, the elbows hug in, roll your shoulders back. Take a baby back bend. As you push, reach your chest towards the ceiling. So this is more of a chest up than a dumping the head back. Open the throat slightly and gaze high. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale, hands by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Press the palms above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Finding the rhythm, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank and lower down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down all the way. Inhale, press up, plank or tabletop. Lower the knees down, take them wide, child's pose. Another moment of our yin. If you can, push into your palms to push the glutes back towards your heels more, and then recalibrate. You might have noticed, and I hope that you've noticed, that when you have yang, it makes yin feel a whole lot better. And after some yin, you feel ready for a little yang, right? And that's what this balance of life is all about, taking time for yourself to slow down when you need it, but also feeling confident, feeling strong, moving forward and pursuing the things that you want. But we can't have one without the other. And you might already know, yeah, I got a little too much yin in my life, or maybe I got way too much yang. Becoming aware is the first step because then we can ask ourselves to find more of this in our life. Give me more yin. Give me more fire. Press into your fingertips. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. Exhale, curl up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Bend in your knees. Tiptoe, top of the mat, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend in the knees, butt back, arms wide. Press yourself up to standing. Hands high, look high. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then hands by your sides, Tadasana. All right, we are going to put our yin and our yang warm up a little bit together to our final peak pose. Just roll with it today, see what happens, enjoy it. Shift your weight over into your left leg, so find that strength. And yes, your eyes are gonna be open, so don't even worry. So shift the weight to the left leg. Right knee will draw up into the chest. This is step one, right? This is balance. Work on your balance today. Step two, if you feel like you need more yang, you can point the foot forward, straighten the leg, try to lift the toe as high as you can. This is miserable. It is. But it's working out my quad, so I'm gonna try to lift the foot higher. You got it. Straight through the left leg, lift the foot higher. 3, 2, 1. Everyone bend the knee into the chest, and then exhale, start to lean forward, extend the foot back, warrior 3 with hands at airplane arms. So hands reach back. Gorgeous balance between standing and flying. Moving with the breath, inhale, come forward, draw the knee into the chest and stand up. Exhale back, warrior 3. Moving through honey. Think in the beginning of class, how did you move? Small, subtle movements. Inhale, forward, draw the knee into the chest. This is the last time. Exhale, reach the foot back, warrior 3. Extend, hold, lift. Imagine up dog in the chest as you roll the shoulders back, then bend into the left knee as much as you can, and eventually step all the way back, spin the back foot down, and come to warrior 2. Just like where we were before. Breath in. Exhale, sweep the hand, extended side angle. Inhale, lift up, warrior 2. Exhale, sweep the hands down, frame the foot, press, step back to plank. Remember, you can always skip this or come with me. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, press up, plank. Exhale, back. Down dog for 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tip toe all the way up and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out, press up to standing, palms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. All right, here we go. 1 more side to do. That's great, easy peasy. Shift your weight into your right leg. I'm gonna bring the hands to chest because for me this works. Option to have them here. Shift, knee comes up to the chest. Option 1, chill here. This is balance. This is really hard. Option 2, I don't even want to do it, guys. Straighten the leg. Oh, all right. We straighten, we lift. Try and be as straight as you can through this right leg. Lift the left leg high. Lift it higher. Lift it higher. I know, almost there. A little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Bring it back into the chest as high as you can get it. And then we all go together to our warrior 3. So tick-tock the chest forward, leg back. Hands can come airplane out to the side and reach that left foot as high as you can get it. Up dog in the chest. We hold this one for a little bit longer, so keep breathing. Okay, inhale. Draw the left knee up into the chest. Exhale back, warrior 3. Reminder, you're moving through honey. If you fall out, come back in. That's what today is all about. It's about balance. Inhale. Knee back into the chest. Instead of getting frustrated, just laugh and come back. Exhale. Warrior 3. Last time. Left knee up and in. Like honey, we sweep to our gorgeous warrior 3, then bend into the right knee, bend, 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 and step back to warrior 2. Great. Set it up. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to the knee or down to the floor and sweep, extended side angle. Inhale up, warrior 2. Exhale, sweep the hands down, frame the foot, press yourself up to plank pose. Last time, this is the last one of class, so come with me, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up baby cobra, hug the elbows in. Then if you can, try to maintain this shape in your chest. Move your hands over to the left side. And we're gonna try and lift and flip ourselves. Oh yeah, onto our backs. And it is time for some time to chill out, I think. That's what it's time for. All right. 2 different options for this next yin posture. We'll be holding for 2 minutes. So, option to bring the feet together, knees wide. If this is a lot on your hips, like it is for me, you can take fists and put it under your upper glutes or thighs, and it'll actually prevent your knees from widening. If you're like, no, Madison, I need my knees up here, you could use blocks or come to my other yin pose that I'm going to suggest to you today, which will be a reclined twist. So you can bring one knee in, then bring the other knee in, twist over to the right or left, arms to a T. So your choice. If you're twisting, I'm going to give you a cue to switch it up a little bit sooner. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana with the knees wide, you'll get to revel in it a little bit longer. So after all that yang, take a breath in. Exhale. Surrender and come to true stillness. How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? If you are in the twist, take 3 more breaths and then move like honey to the other side. Where can you surrender and where can you let go? If you have your knees wide, take the next 3 breaths to move towards happy baby. Just like we started class, but instead with one leg at a time, you'll do both legs to finish it off. Those of you in a twist, when your second side feels complete, and only you can know that, you can meet us in Happy Baby. Once you're in your Happy Baby pose, imagine yourself as a statue. Cool and solid and strong. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands and bring both knees into the chest briefly. Just give them a little squeeze with the knees together, and then move towards Shavasana. And find the Shavasana that feels most comfortable to you. So maybe that means you grab a pillow or take up a lot of space. And if you had trouble in class earlier thinking of a time that your mind and body both felt at ease, maybe that time can be now in this Shavasana. So I invite you all to shut down your mind, surrender your body, and fully, truly relax. In the simplest terms, I like to think of yin as when we recover, and yang as when we build strength. You cannot get stronger without recovery. And if you're always recovering, you can't get stronger without yang. Take a deep breath in and a gentle sigh out the mouth. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Be yin as long as you need. Otherwise, you can come out of the practice with me by inviting small, gradual movements into your body. Allow those movements to get larger and larger. And then eventually you can roll over onto your favorite side using your arm as a pillow in fetal pose. Take this opportunity here in this transitionary posture to say thanks to yourself for showing up, for balancing with your eyes closed, trying new things, and making time for yourself. As you're ready, you can press yourself up to a comfortable seat facing any direction. Maybe two hands on your chest or hands pressed together at heart center with your thumbs to your sternum. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Thank you all for joining me. Happy Sunday. Namaste. Great work, everyone. As per usual, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope you have a very nice, balanced week, and I will see you next Sunday. Talk soon.